Hello everyone and welcome back to this lovely series that we are started in the Pro Wrestling Simulator not long ago. In the last episode we went through to the Royal Rumble event and right now we are here in Chicago and the show is opens with the Rumble winner CM Punk. Chicago's own CM Punk starts the show and he got an awesome pop from the crowd and everything because it's his hometown. And he gets a big entrance as the Rumble winner. And then Punk talks about the Rumble and discusses the current champions Gunther and Cody. He says it's hard decision to make because he wants to make sure that he main events WrestleMania against the right person. And then Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, interrupts, and Gunther calls Cody the Golden Boy, and that Cody earned nothing. Cody is just good at backstage politics, and then Gunther says that. And meanwhile, I can say that Cody is great in one thing, that is backstage politics. You are certainly not good at that. Indeed, you are not good at anything besides running your stupid mouth. And then Seth freaking Rollins interrupts. Seth insults a little bit CM Punk, but Seth's main focus tonight is Gunther. So then he talks to Gunther about that he will make sure that Gunther will not get to WrestleMania as World Champion, because then the title will be around Seth freaking Rollins' waist again. So yeah, and that's the segment. It got a overall 19.6% score, which is really great, and everyone's popularity is increased besides CM Punk. I don't really know why, but I guess okay. Alright. They were all professionals and stuff, so yeah, that's great. Then we got a women's match, where our new call-up from the NXT developmental, Roxanne Perez, defeated Natalia in a okay match, I would say, yeah. Roxanne Perez had a boost to her performance because of her gimmick, that's great. Roxanne Perez was a little bit fatigued going into the match, and it showed in their performance, OSC. As always, Roxanne Perez put in a huge effort. Natalia got a better reaction than you expect. They are riding a wave of momentum right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, and Roxanne Perez was made to look like a threat in this match. It really helped their popularity. Alright. Yeah, I can see that Roxanne Perez's popularity is increased. So that's great, because that was the whole point of the match. So yeah, it was a little fun match. But after the match, Roxanne Perez attacks Natalia, but then Bayley comes for the rescue and saves Natalia and chases away Roxanne Perez. So yeah, of course there is a lot of history between Bayley and Roxanne, because for Roxanne Perez, Bayley was her idol, and Bayley is always supported Roxanne Perez, but this is what Bayley cannot support, that Roxanne Perez just gets called up from the main roster, and after beating a already stable main roster veteran like Natalia, she attacks Natalia that Bayley cannot support, and she stepped up against Roxanne Perez this time. So yeah, the final score for this segment was 72. That's great. I think 72%. That's great. And after this segment, Alexa Bliss made her entrance, and she, of course, Alexa Bliss is returning in the Royal Rumble, and she cuts a promo about Lyra Valkyria, And then Alexa Bliss cuts a promo on Lyra, where she says that her sights are set for the Intercontinental title, and she wants to challenge Lyra. Lyra makes her entrance, and then engages in a verbal sparring with Alexa Bliss, but Lyra just says that she respects Alexa. She knows what a big name she is in this business, and she would gladly defend her title against her anytime, anywhere. But then Liv and Raquel interrupts, and Liv says that the only woman that will challenge for the women's IC title anytime soon is Raquel Rodriguez. And in the meantime, Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan are insulting each other, calling each other her cheap copy, but each other, both Lexa and Liv Morgan are saying that to each other, that the other one is the cheap copy. The final score of this segment was 79%. And I think, the lowest point of it was that when Lyra engaged in a verbal sparring with Alexa Bliss. Yeah. I can see that, yeah, because Lyra is not that great promo girl, so yeah. I could see that, but this was a alright segment, I think. After this segment, we got a pretty solid women's match where the Women's Rumble winner Io Sky defeated Zoe Stark in a 15-minute match. The crowd reaction was 61%. The match quality was pretty great, 78%, and therefore the final score was 66%. It was great. Match could have been better with some commentary. There was no commentary or what? That's strange. But alright, there is no commentary. Wait a second. Okay, accidents could happen, so maybe there wasn't any commentary. That's great. That the whole show went down with zero commentary. Shit happens. So the thing is, Io Sky beat Zoe Stark in a great match, and we just did this to build up Io even more because she won the Rumble and stuff. So she will challenge one of the women's world champions, either Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton. So yeah, she will need to make her choice as well as CM Punk. But after the match, Rhea Ripley came out, and Rhea just came out and stared down with Io, and Rhea holded up her women's world title, and that was it. So it's pretty clear that these two women respect each other, has a lot of respect for each other, and yeah, it was just all about that. Final score was 89%, that's great. After this, there was a match between Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Penta, where outside of the ring there was Carlito, of course, by Dirty Dominic side, as I should say. And this was a pretty solid match, I think, yeah, where Penta defeated Dirty Dominic with a flash pinfall roll-up. The crowd reaction was 77%. The match quality was not that great, 70%. Therefore, the final score was 74%. Alright, that's great. After that, we saw Chad Gable doing a quick backstage promo about himself, just nothing that special. because we are going to have our main event, which is a elimination chamber match, qualifying match. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot about that, the women's match earlier tonight. So the Roxanne Perez versus Natalia was also an elimination chamber qualifying match that was won by Roxanne Perez. So Roxanne Perez is in uh, the elimination chamber, the women's elimination chamber match. But after Chad Gable's promo, backstage promo, we will gonna have our first men's qualifier match for the elimination chamber between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, that was won by Drew McIntyre because in the match Gunther has interfered, and that's why Drew could kick Seth Rollins' head off his body with the Claymore kick, and that's why Drew McIntyre could win this match. The finish has slightly hurt this match quality, but it was great anyway. So yeah, Drew McIntyre popularity slightly rose, while as Seth Rollins' popularity slightly went down a little bit. The crowd reaction was 96%, that's great. The match quality was 83%, that's also great. And therefore the final score was 90%. And after the match, Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser attacked Seth Rollins just to make sure that the message is sent towards Seth Rollins that if he wants to end Gunther's title reign before WrestleMania, he will be facing a lot of difficulty to do this on the way to WrestleMania. So yeah, Rollins was attacked by Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. This is the final segment of the show because it was a 2-hour show. So yeah, end the show. Let's see. It was a 89% show rating. That's great, I think. Everywhere we gained some popularity, which is great, of course. And yeah. So on the way to No Way Out, where we're gonna have the Elimination Chamber matches, we have right now a women's entry, which we know because Roxanne Perez won her match, and we have also a entry to the and we also have a entry to the men's elimination chamber, which is Drew McIntyre, because in the main event Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins because of Gunther's interference. Yeah, I think it was great. So yeah, and show. And we immediately jump right into the Friday Night Smackdown. So where Tiffany Stratton, the women's champion, opens the show, and she talks about the Rumble winner Io Sky, and also he talks about the women's elimination chamber match that will happen at No Way Out. But then he gets interrupted by none other than the returning Becky Lynch, who is heading towards to the ring with a big entrance and also a big reaction from the crowd for Becky Lynch's return. And Becky talks about that she is gonna win the elimination chamber, the women's elimination chamber, but she could not say so much more because they get interrupted by Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. And Nia Jax immediately says to Becky Lynch that she needs to qualify herself first to the elimination chamber match and then talk about anything like winning it. But Nia Jax promises Becky that she will gonna make sure that Becky could not win that elimination chamber match. And after this, Nick Aldis comes out from the back and says that tonight we were gonna have a match that decides the next entry for the women's elimination chamber match. And in that match is gonna be Becky Lynch versus Candice LeRae in tonight's main event. So yeah, and whoever will win that match will qualify herself to the women's elimination chamber match at No Way Out. So yeah, this is the whole segment, I think. Yeah, that's a little detail to this segment that Nia Jax is scared of Becky, so she sent Candice against Becky. Technically, as I can see, the final score on this segment was 82%. That is great. That is great. And yeah, Becky Lynch was one of our first big signings. There were other signings, but I think Becky Lynch is the like the biggest one of them. Also, as I said before, our signings and our offers to wrestlers are like a secret. I like to try to keep that in secret, like because I think it's funnier, or like it's more exciting that you will find out who is the next big signing or signings, as I should say, on the show when it happens and stuff. So it's like it has a surprise element also. So yeah, that's it all. I don't know. Yeah, Nia Jax and Candice LeRae entrance was the Nick Aldis part of this was the weakest in the segment parts, like. But I think that this 82% is completely fine, this final score. So yeah, let's advance. And in the next match, we saw a triple tag team match with the Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilton and Anton Prince, the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and the Los Garza, Angel and Berto. They fought each other in this triple tag team match. And this match was scheduled to 15 minutes, and also this match is like the number one contendership match for the tag team titles, and the current tag team champions are Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, who were sitting ringside and watched this match, where the Street Profits picked up the victory. They pinned one of the Pretty Deadly boys, maybe Elton Prince. I don't know exactly. And as I see, the popularities are changed very much. Montez Ford got a really big increase of popularity. So yeah, crowd reaction was 57%. The match itself was 3.5 star, so it was 80%, and that means that the final score was 67%. Alright, so the Street Profits picked up the victory, and after that the DIY, the current reigning tag team champions, were got in the ring, and they had a stare down with the Street Profits, but there wasn't any type of contact between these four men, just a stare down segment, so we can know that the next in line challengers for the titles are the Street Profits. And that segment got a 65% score, so that's alright. And after that, Randy Orton came out to the ring and made his entrance, and he cut a promo about Kevin Owens and his recent Royal Rumble return, because Randy is also returned at the Royal Rumble, and he could not get his hands on Kevin Owens there because Kevin Owens was in the undisputed title match that night, so he wasn't in the Rumble. But Randy Orton says that he far from done with KO, and the rivalry will continue because it was the rivalry is just now started, but like all that previously happened because the series was started at the Rumble, the Royal Rumble event, but before the Rumble everything has happened in the real life. That's the way that happened here and stuff. So Owens did injure Randy, and Randy returned at the Rumble, but not the Elimination Chamber, then like real life, but the Rumble in the Rumble match itself. Randy returned. So yeah, Randy talked about Kevin Owens when all of a sudden he got interrupted by none other than Carmelo Hayes. As Carmelo Hayes, he was really like selfish and stuff, so he started to talk about how he is not getting the well-deserved opportunities because of so-called legends like Randy Orton. So he really like insulted the Viper there. So that means that they're gonna have a match, and that match starts immediately because Orton is ready, and also Hayes is ready too. So they get a referee, and the match starts. And that match was great. 77% was the crowd reaction. The match quality was not that great. 67%, which is like average, I think. And that means the final score was 73%. Yeah, the finish hurt the match quality, and the finish really killed the crowd. The finish was that Randy Orton got DQ'd, or Randy Orton got the DQ win because Kevin Owens was interfered in the match, and he tagged Randy Orton with a kendo stick, and that caused a disqualification. But in that way, Randy Orton won the match, technically. But after the match, Kevin Owens continued the attack with the kendo stick. So yeah, this segment got a 94%. That is great. The kendo attack segment after the match itself got a 94%, which is I think great. And after that, we had our like main event match type of thing. But after the match itself, the show continued, but the main event match, as I would say, was Becky Lynch versus Candice LeRae. That was announced earlier tonight. And that match was won by Becky Lynch. Yes. The crowd reaction was 74%, and the match quality was 76%. So therefore the final score was 75%. Yeah. In the match, Nia Jax tried to interfere, but there was Bianca Belair to save like the match itself, to not get Nia to interfere. So like they take out each other, and Candice and Becky could finish the match, where Becky Lynch could defeat, I will not say easily, but in a definitive manner, she could defeat Candice LeRae, and with that win, she could qualify herself to the Women's Elimination Chamber match that will happen at No Way Out, and that match a winner gonna challenge the other person that like that person that is free, because Io Sky, the Rumble winner, Io Sky will need to make her decision that which champion gonna she challenge at WrestleMania, and the other champion will be challenged by the winner of the Elimination Chamber, as always, like in the nowadays. And for the closing of the show, and like the main event segment of the show, Cody Rhodes, the WWE Undisputed Champion, comes out and cuts a promo on the Rumble winner CM Punk, and Cody says that he respects CM Punk, and he says that he would respectfully beat the best in the world at WrestleMania, and for that CM Punk comes out then, and CM Punk says that he respects Cody too, and respects the work that he put into this to get where he is, but reminds him that no matter how much work does he puts in, he will never be as good as the best in the world. So that's basically this whole segment, which has got overall the final score a 95%, which is close to perfect. But I expected this high score because Cody Rhodes and CM Punk both great talkers and great promo guys. So this is the end of the show. This is the closing of the show. So let's see the show's overall final score, which is 87. That's great. Really nice. Really nice. We gained popularity everywhere. Alright. I'm not sure that these ratings are considered as good, but I'm really proud of myself because I didn't really expect to show ratings that are in the 80s and 90s. So I'm really impressed. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed this, because if it's true, then I would ask you to please hit a like button on this video and also subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. So yeah, I will try to advance 2 weekly shows in one episode and have only one episode for a premium live event or a pay-per-view or whatever that you wanna call it. I think in this way it will be cool and alright, and not that too long but not that too short for the video. So yeah, this will be the way, I think. Thank you again for watching this and see you in the next video. Bye!